Welcome back to Centennial Tech, the podcast where we help you make sense of the digital world, one click at a time. I'm Chris, and today we're diving into something that connects us all, quite literally, the internet. Whether you're setting it up for the first time or just trying to figure out where all these cat videos keep coming from, we've got you covered. Now, the internet can seem like this giant invisible force, and in many ways it is. It's kind of like electricity. You don't see it, but you definitely know when it's not working. So today we're going to go step by step on how to set up your internet and then take a grand tour of how to use it without getting lost in the deep, dark corners of cyberspace. Let's start with the basics. To get internet in your home, you need an internet service provider, or ISP. These are companies like Comcast, AT&T, Spectrum, or Verizon. If you're feeling fancy, you can even go for fiber internet, which is super fast, kind of like trading in your old bicycle for a sports car. The first step is to pick a provider and sign up for a plan. Plans vary based on speed and cost, and if you're just browsing and checking emails, you don't need the fastest plan available. If you're planning on streaming a lot of movies or arguing with strangers on Facebook, you might want something a little speedier. Once you've got your internet plan, the company will usually send you a little box called a modem. Think of the modem as the bridge between your home and the vast world of the internet. It's like the doorman of a fancy hotel, letting in all the information you request. But wait, there's another piece to the puzzle, a router. The router takes that internet signal and spreads it around your house wirelessly. It's like a lighthouse, beaming that beautiful Wi-Fi signal to all your devices. Some companies provide a modem and router in one box, while others keep them separate. Either way, setting it up is usually as simple as plugging in a few cables. You'll connect the modem to the wall with a coaxial or fiber cable, then connect it to your router if it's separate. Finally, you power everything up, and boom, you're online. Well, almost. Now, here's where a lot of people get tripped up. Wi-Fi. Every Wi-Fi network has a name and a password. The name might be something standard like John's Wi-Fi, or, if you're feeling creative, something fun like FBI surveillance van, just to keep your neighbors on their toes. The password is usually found on a sticker on your modem or router, unless you set your own, which I highly recommend doing. Nobody wants to have a password that looks like XZ2PQ9T8Z. You'll never remember it, and typing it in is an exercise in frustration. To connect your device, whether it's a phone, tablet, or computer, you simply go into the Wi-Fi settings, select your network, and enter your password. And just like that, you're part of the World Wide Web. It's like getting the golden ticket to a digital wonderland. Now that you're online, let's talk about navigating the internet. You'll mostly be using a web browser, which is a fancy name for programs like Google Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. Think of a web browser as your tour guide to the internet. You type in what you're looking for, and it leads the way. Let's say you want to find a good chicken soup recipe. You open up your browser, go to a search engine like Google, and type in best chicken soup recipe. Just like that, you'll get thousands of results. The trick is knowing which ones to trust. If a recipe comes from a well-known site like Food Network or a blog with lots of positive reviews, you're in good hands. If it comes from a website called Bob's Totally Awesome and not at all suspicious recipe page, maybe think twice. Another important part of internet navigation is understanding links. Links are the highlighted text or buttons that, when clicked, take you to another page. They're kind of like magic doors. But beware, just like in the movies, not all doors lead somewhere good. Some links can take you to scam sites or places trying to trick you into giving up personal information. A good rule of thumb? If a website is promising you $1 million just for clicking a button, it's probably not legit. One of the most common things people do online is email. Whether you're using Gmail, Yahoo, or something else, email is a great way to stay connected. But be careful of emails that ask for personal information or have weird-looking links. If you get an email saying you've won a contest you never entered, chances are it's a scam. If it were that easy to win money, I'd be on a yacht right now recording this podcast. Now, let's talk about entertainment. Streaming services like Netflix, YouTube, and Hulu are like the modern-day TV channels, except you get to pick what you watch and when. No waiting for commercials. No flipping through channels endlessly. You just search, click, and enjoy. And if you're a music lover, services like Spotify and Apple Music let you play your favorite songs anytime. Finally, one of the best parts of the internet is staying in touch with friends and family. Whether it's through social media like Facebook, video calls on Zoom, or good old-fashioned email, the internet makes it easier than ever to stay connected. And that's really what it's all about. So, to wrap up, to get online, you need an internet provider, a modem, and a router. Set up your Wi-Fi with a secure password, use a browser to explore, and always be cautious of scams. The internet is an amazing place full of information, entertainment, and connection. Sure, it has some weird corners, looking at you conspiracy theory forums, but with a little caution and know-how, it can be an incredibly useful tool. That's it for today's episode of Centennial Tech. If you have any questions about getting online, send them my way. I'm always happy to help. And if you liked today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little tech guidance. Until next time, happy browsing.